Welcome to another edition of Waking Up with the Bull. Uncle Bull Cow, breakfast with the Bull Cow, right here on 92.3 WBULL. Good morning, folks. Got my morning voice going on. That was the Southern morning voice. The Yankee morning voice would be like, got my morning voice on. That's how Southerners imitate us Yankees. It's funny. All right. Will you take a look at that pod? That is beauteous. This is 7-pot yellow from Chris Miller Savory Seasoning. It is gigantic. It is beautiful. And it's going to wreck me. Man. Guys, that's a good pepper right there. I'm telling you. One of my growing partners has a couple of these. Thank God that I actually didn't miss this plant, because that is one of my favorite peppers. Of all the super hots, it's in my top 5. It's in my top 5 of yellow pods also. It's got nice citrusy notes to it. And they got good heat. There's no bitterness with them. When you get down the placenta, you get a little floral. Because they have a big placenta, if you see. It's getting hot already. I gotta be careful. Ooh. Now I'm putting hot sauce on my food too. Early morning calf cramps are just, I don't know, for some reason I think they're worse than anything. Because you have no food in your stomach, so it's like you get some calf cramps in the afternoon. Well, guess what? You already had breakfast, and you eat some food quick. You might be all right. Morning calf cramps, man, you better start pounding some food if you start feeling them. So how's everybody doing out there? If you're growing your own peppers, comment below how the season is going for you. I've had my ups and my downs. I usually buy seedlings every year. This year I grew from seed. I started too early. So I had to double top my plants that I have in front of the condo and scattered about. One of my growing partners, I don't know, he got his dates mixed up or something, but I brought his plants to him way too early. They were just too mature. But those plants sat out, in a hoop house. They got some cold, and they went through a lot, but they survived. And they're nice and bushy now and doing well. I had a problem with mine, man. I couldn't figure out what it was. Nutrient lockout. Overwatered some of them. And then put them outside, man. They just took off. They just did great. Not all of them. I had some in the sick bay. That's just out back. It gets like 1 hour of sunlight. Maybe between an hour, 2 hours, mattering which month it is, where the sun is. The plants that aren't doing well, I snip them down just till they're about a bunch of little stalks coming up, and I put them out back. I'll show you guys some actually one of these times. I still have a couple back there. I don't have anywhere to put them, so they're just there. There's 4 of them. Only one of them has flowers. They won't flower usually with that little amount of sunlight. So, but with the other ones, I put them out there and then introduce them to more sun. Some of them did okay doing it that way. Some of them didn't. Some of them put them in that full sun and they start losing leaves and looking all scraggly and stuff. And you can snip the ends off again, but that would be triple pruning, triple topping. I don't know. And then there's a couple plants that I don't know what the heck happened to them. Like I know enough, and I've asked some of the top growers, what is this? And they're like, I don't know. Like they just started losing leaves and everything. One problem. So besides that, my stuff in the raised beds, my plants that are out front here, and most of them at my work are doing excellent. They're doing great. It's just pods are coming. Like I said, you're gonna have some issues though. The only issue I'm seeing now is my plants are starting to get light colored, and that's nitrogen deficiency. Not heavy nitrogen deficiency. They're not completely yellow, but the color of them getting lighter, and that's because I started the seeds in January. Okay, and they really should have got a little bit more nitrogen, but because they were flowering so well, and I want early pods, and I'm getting pods now, I didn't want to go heavy with the nitrogen, because I didn't want to have flower drop or floral, extra bitter peppers, which is 2 things that happen. There's still some nitrogen in the soil, but I haven't given them any like liquid nitrogen or anything. So I know by looking at them, I'm thinking that they may end up turning lighter and more yellow over the next month while they are potting. And there's a couple things I can do there. I can give them a little bit of nitrogen once a week, maybe, as long as it's not too much. Or I can just say, heck with it. Just let them go. And then next month, they'll kind of be looking like they're at the end of their life cycle almost. And I can just snip them down. If I get all the fruit and I don't see a lot of flowers coming in, I can snip the plants down, hit them with the nitrogen for their second growth that comes back, and they will be like bushes, and they'll start flowering right away. The only thing with that is if we get an early frost here, I won't get ripe pods off those plants. So, up in the air on what this decision is going to be. 7-pot yellow. Look at that thing. I'm nursing it, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want cap cramps. That is an excellent pod right there. I'm telling you. Some of them are more lemony than others. You get citrus notes no matter what, but also I noticed with pods like that, if you pick it right off the plant, you bite into it, it seems to have more lemony flavor. As it sits, still carries citrus notes, but it loses some of that lemony essence. Now this pepper was picked about a week and a half ago. It's still holding up. That's excellent. If you guys haven't done so, check out Miller's Savory Seasoning. Chris Miller has the best seasonings on the East Coast. He makes one called 13. It's my favorite. It's got his seasoning mixes, salt, maybe garlic. No, I'm not going to tell you. I don't even know everything's in there. But he mixes it with 13 different pepper powders. So it's hot. It's a hot seasoning. That's my favorite. Then he's got everything Louisiana, Cajun style seasoning. I absolutely love it. I put it in a lot of food. And then he's got original gangster. It's an all-purpose seasoning, like a seasoned salt. It's on my breakfast right now. I use that on everything. Like, it just goes on everything. It sits right next to my stove with the flap open so I can just shake, 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 like literally. I'm not playing around. And then he got one called the whole shebang. The whole shebang's good, but I haven't ate as much of it. So, and that's a lot of people's favorite seasoning. For me, being a chef for years, the taste of the whole shebang, I want to put it on some meat. And I believe I have, but Mrs. Bullcow doesn't eat meat. So I don't cook a lot of meat here, but I have a bunch of venison and some steaks and stuff at work. I'm gonna actually use that whole shebang as a rub, and I guarantee it's gonna be awesome. So yeah. Whew. I'm burning pretty good, guys. This video's been long enough. Just want to say good morning, show you this pod. I know I didn't do damage to it. I actually have to save some for Mrs. Bullcow. It's the last one. But I still wanted to review it, give it its fair share. Like I said, one of my favorite peppers right there. You just can't beat it because it's low on the floral bitter side, but it still has good heat. It was super hot, and it's got the excellent flavor, the best flavor you're going to get. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.